HoneyRose, HoneyRose, HoneyRose. My name is Sister Jean Marie, and this is Dominican Foundation. We live on agricultural land reserves, so we have to have do some farming. So we chose sheep. And there's a lot of coyotes in this area, and we had heard that llamas make good guard shepherds, so we got a llama to guard the sheep. There's 3 hoggets, and there's 5 sheep or mutton, and there's 2 lambs, and then there's Honey. We were lucky to get her for only $60, which is phenomenal, and we thought we were going to be getting this bag of bones, but she's a lovely animal. We're the only neighbors thus far that have not lost any of our sheep or lambs to coyotes. And one of the sisters, I didn't see it, but one of the sisters actually said a coyote got in, and HoneyRose, which is the llama's name, ran back and forth in front of the sheep so that the coyote could not get to them. Sometimes I know if at night I'll hear the coyotes, and I'm sure when she hears them, what she does, she'll call to the sheep, and usually they go out in the corral, and she keeps them all in a little knot till she perceives the danger is gone. I've seen her keep the sheep in a little knot like that up to a half hour, and she won't let them move, and they will not move until she tells them to. And if she sees something that she thinks is a danger, she gives an alarm signal, which sounds somewhat like a horse whinnying, and the sheep will come right to her. Our neighbors raise peacocks, and a male peacock came over here, and HoneyRose, for some reason, considered it a great danger. And from way down here, it was sitting up on the ledge by the kitchen, she could see that thing. And every time she would see it, she would give her a distress signal, which would freeze the sheep. And we were glad when the peacock left, because she was just not adjusting to it. But I think at least this llama is very intelligent. She's certainly as intelligent as a dog. And I have seen her actually when she brings the sheep in. They went away one winter, and then we brought them back. And she started bringing them in at the exact time that she had brought them in 6 months ago. And not only did she bring them in, I was standing there, and she turned around to look at me to see if I noticed what she was doing, and that she was doing a good job. So there's a lot of intelligence in her. And she will also bring the sheep in at night. And if I say, hurry, hurry, she'll start nipping them in the heels, just like a dog would. And she brings them in. And then usually what I do is I will reward her with a little bit of grain, so she'll know, that I'm pleased with her. Both HoneyRose and the sheep like. It's barley, oats, and flatted corn. And on cold days especially, I give it to them because it helps to warm them up a bit. Another interesting hen, I don't think they don't have 4 stomachs. But what I've noticed is when they ruminate and they eat it and then bring it back, you wish they had Pepsodent or something, because their breath is right interesting. I have learned an awful lot about the gospel by taking care of the sheep and llamas, because Jesus says in the gospel, the sheep know my voice, they know my voice, and they come when I call. Well, I see that lived out every day. Now look, here comes Honey. Come on, HoneyRose. Come on, HoneyRose. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. See what a beautiful, look at how she walks. Honey. Oh, there she is. See her responding to me? Honey. Honey. Come here, girl. One time, what I did is, there's this little thing that if you learn to do, it's called a lip trill. And I tried it with them, and it really caught their attention, I'll tell you. One of their ears went this way, and the other went that way. And for a while, they were quite impressed. And it's very interesting. They all have sort of names, but if I want one of them, all I have to do is make eye contact and say, come here, and they come. I've never had to train her. She's just done all this herself, and by kindness and taking good care of them, that they do what I want them to. Oh! She also spits, like llamas spit, but I have never known her, at least when she's with me, to spit at a human being. I mean, if someone came by themselves, she might. But she uses it to discipline the sheep. If they sort of get in her way or try to get at her food, well, then she will royally spit at them to let them know that this is not good behavior. He must have got displeased at the 3 goats. We don't have them. They have short white hair, and they were head to foot green speckled where she had spit on them. They're actually my friends. Come on, HoneyRose, go ahead, spit. We're on the camera. Go ahead, do it for the interview. Give someone a good spit.